Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another perfume review video. My name is Naz. This is my channel Toiletterian. I try to bring to your attention fragrances that are usually very good value for money. They smell good. I think at least you should do your research, try them for yourself and see if they're any good to you. Before I go further with this video, I just want to say a quick couple of things. One, please, if I say something that is nice to me, it doesn't mean it's the same for you. Vice versa, if something is nice to you, it doesn't mean the same for me. We all have different tastes, different lifestyle, different upbringing, different cultural background, different climate, different house, blah blah blah. Yeah, so these things will have a big effect in what you as an individual like or dislike in terms of fragrances. Fragrances are very subjective anyway, but imagine all these factors will play a big role in what you like and what you dislike in terms of fragrances. So please always do your research, try for yourself if you can. Obviously sometimes it's very difficult to try something because either you can't find a decant or you can't find a sample, and then it's up to you what to do, go for blind buy or not. I never ever in my videos, 500 videos so far, never ever said go and blind buy something, okay? The reason is because of those reasons. You don't want to waste your money, you want to buy something that you like, okay? Second thing is, some people ask me, where do you get your fragrances from? Different sources, okay? Sometimes I'll buy them from eBay, sometimes I'll buy them from allbeauty.com, the British website, which are very, very good. Sometimes I'll buy them from Notino, other times from other sites, like, what's the name? There are other Fragrance Direct, one of them, but it's a different source, and majority, 99% of them are online these days. Unfortunately, that's the reality of it. Very, very few times I bought directly from shops. I've done it, but not many times, okay? So always do your research, always Google it, always be patient. Patience and search and research will pay off. There are many websites that have discount code. Before you buy, always check that there is available discount code. Sometimes 10%, 15%, 20%. It makes a difference. So this is how I buy my fragrances, and the only cautious thing is from eBay. When you're buying from eBay, you need to know what you're buying. You need to make sure that it's a reliable seller. For example, I myself sell things on eBay and I have 100% happy record. My feedbacks are 100%. The reason is because when I sell something, I don't sell them fake. Yeah, I try my best to do send them genuine stuff, and also I do my best to communicate, let them know when I'm posting them, when I what they're getting, so they know what they're getting, and that's why they are happy with me. So if you see a seller with 100% track record, 100% feedback, you might be okay. But even that, I bought a couple of times from 100% feedback sellers on eBay, but the things they sold me, it wasn't proper. The reason is because they didn't open it. They bought it from somewhere and it was fake. They didn't realize it, and they sold it to me, and when I opened it, I realized it was fake. So in a way, it wasn't the seller's fault, but again, with eBay, it's quite risky. You need to know what you're buying, who you're buying from, and all these things. It matters, okay? So without these two out of the way, let's go for today's video. And today's the unboxing and first impression plus an update. I had a person asking me why your title is different from what you do in your video. I always update from the last video when I have a fragrance first, and then I open another fragrance. Then in the next video I update the fragrance that I opened to do it today and so forth. So this is how I do it. Anyway, so today's update is for Armaf Derby Clubhouse, and this is Ascot. Yes, this one is very funny. Reason is Armaf quality, what do you call it, quality check is very poor. On the box it says Eau de Perfume, but on the bottle it says Eau de Toilette. It doesn't matter that much because the way it behaved is like Eau de Toilette anyway. Okay, so this one is, it could be divisive. Either you love it or you hate it. So it's one of those fragrances, there is no gray line, there is no in between. Either you are in this camp or that camp. The reason is because it is very, very classic. It reminds me of 60s, 70s and 80s, and that's because the huge oak moss in here, plus the cumin. The cumin is one of those notes, one of those smell that many people may be put off with it. And with oak moss the same. So the combination of these two making a very barbershoppy, because it reminds you of those eras, which these two notes were very big and back in 70s and 80s and 60s even. So it opens up with citrus. The citrus is lemon and bergamot, but there are so many stuff in here that these two get lost. But you can feel a tiny bit of citrus, tiny bit of freshness in the beginning. And it goes straight to barbershop, straight. That, you know, first sniff you go, wow, this is a barbershop scent, but it's a barbershop with a twist, because this one is not a freshie, it's not a barbershop fresh fragrance. It is a barbershop, but it's a little bit on the darker and deeper and more complex side. So it goes to the barbershop, plus the big cumin in here, it makes it very spicy. And yeah, so that cumin, right now, I put it on about 10-15 minutes ago. That cumin is huge. So it's a big dose of cumin. And that cumin sometimes could give a body odor. In this one, to me, my nose is not a body odor, but in some people that could happen. When you put it on the skin, obviously your skin chemical with the fragrance chemical, they will mash and then they will give off certain aromas, and this is how sometimes cumin could be in certain skins give off body odor. So that's why it's quite divisive. To me, this is a beautiful scent. I love it. Yes, I'm a middle-aged man, and I love this genre anyway. The barbershop, the classics, the 70s and 80s, and bold and very masculine. This one is a hairy chest, massive mustache masculine, okay? Super uber masculine. So if you are one of those people who don't like super uber masculine scent, this is not for you. If you are a metrosex, you like your unisex, and you like your freshies, and you like your safe fragrances, this is not for you either. This is for people who know what they want. They want slap in the face, masculine, unapologetically loud fragrance. So after citrus, it's the little bit of aquatic feel to it, little bit of actually big barbershop, and cumin comes in, and after that there's other spices comes out like cinnamon. There is a big lavender in here, although it's not listed, but I can feel a big lavender in here. And then when it goes to this dry down, is a huge dose of oak moss plus vetiver plus musk, and also some feel of tobacco to it, but tobacco is not a big player here. You can feel it, but almost is in the background, but it's always there. Okay, so overall very complex. Yes, it's a complex fragrance, and it is almost fresh, but it's not fresh. It's like a between fresh and dark fragrance. And as I said, this one is very, very divisive. Either people love it or hate it. When I went on Fragrantica to look what people say, it was like that. It was 50-50 in the middle. Some people say, what the, yeah? And some people say, wow, what a fragrance. And the reason is because each of those people look at it the way they, they like the fragrance, obviously, as I said in the beginning of this video. This one reminds me personally of my childhood, of very, very amazing era of fragrance and perfumery, which was dominated by spices, masculine, barbershopy, tobacco, leafy. This one is very leafy, it's very herbal because it's got a big sage in there as well. So it's got a herbal aspect to it, it's got a green grassy aspect to it, it's got a leafy aspect, it's got earthy aspect. It's quite dark, and overall to me this is amazing. It's very complex, and that's why if you are a youngster, this is not for you. If you are somebody, as I said, like freshies, this is not for you. If you don't like the genre of classics, this is not for you, okay? If you're like me, you like a genre of classic, if you like it barbershop, if you like it classic, if you like it masculine, if you like it hairy chest masculine with a huge moustache, this is definitely for you. In terms of performance, 6 to 8 hours. The only thing is in terms of projection, is not a big projector. First hour, very, very big, room filler, house filler. But after that, it sits very close to the skin. And that is actually a good thing, because you enjoy it yourself, but other people won't smell you that much unless they come close to your personal space. The reason is because of those massive cumin, spicy, earthy, and oak mossy and green aspect, and all these things. It's a punch in the face, so you don't want to scare people, basically. So first hour good projection, after that is quite close to the skin. It's like you have a small bubble around yourself, but unless you move, nobody can smell you almost. This one is good for all year round because of the things are inside here. They allow it to be either cooler, warmer, winter, summer, all year round. It could be easily a signature scent for somebody like me in the middle age. It could be formal, informal, so versatility to the maximum. Okay, this is very, very versatile. And the other thing is, this one is good for layering. So for example, this one you can put 1 or 2 on the chest and other barbershop on top. Then this one gives it a little bit of depth to those barbershop or to those freshy fragrances. Okay guys, so this was the update for Armaf Clubhouse Derby, and this is Ascot Eau de Toilette according to the bottle, Eau de Perfume according to the box, but I think it's Eau de Toilette because it behaved like Eau de Toilette, more like. And this one you can find it under £25 in the UK, and I think is worth the money. Yes, yes, yes. Again, you have to like what I said, okay? So this is for people who whatever I mentioned, if you like it, then it's for you, okay? So let's go to today's unboxing and first impression, and this is Courrèges, and this is Homme Sport, Courrèges Homme Sport. So this is another classic. I mean, it's not a classic because it came out in 2018, I think, but some people said this reminds them of classic fragrances again. So let's see how it goes. So as you can see, quite a simple box, nothing to talk about that much, but it's a nice box. What it does, it protects the bottle. Sorry about the noise. Okay, it's quite nice, not bad. It's like a light blue with the whites all over, and okay, so it's a classic bottle, so you can tell what they're going for. It's quite a classic bottle, and it says here Homme Sport Courrèges, and it's got a little bit of things in the bottom. It says the toilet. The cap is plastic, nothing to, oh, it's falling apart. Okay, come on, don't let me down, come on. All right. Okay, so the standard of, it's like similar to Armaf, isn't it? Okay, doesn't matter, as long as it works, I'm happy with it. All right, go in place. Okay, let's go for it for now. Here we go. The atomizer is okay, it's not bad. All right, so okay, Courrèges Homme Sport 2018 release, 100 ml. You can find this one under £25 in the UK. I think you can find it other places similar prices, maybe $30, $35. And here we go. First impression. Very nice. So first thing it slaps you in the face is the aquaticness. It's quite aquatic. It's got that swimming pool, that seasidey, ocean smell, salty to it. Bergamot is quite big. Grapefruit, very nice. It's got a very juicy grapefruit right now. Bergamot, grapefruit, aquatic, tiny bit of spice. It's about herbal. But yes. For a first impression, it smells very good. It reminds me of a couple of things. One is, to some extent, Nautica Voyage, but not exactly. And the other thing, but it is in the same genre, if you like. Same genre, same category of Nautica Voyage. The other thing is, it reminds me of, what's the name? There's a Givenchy blue bottle. God, what's the name of it? Anyway, I forgot that one. Aquamarine, I think it's called. Aquamarine. Anyway, so it's a Givenchy blue bottle. It reminds me of that one. So it's quite similar to that one as well because of those herbal plus floral. There's a big geranium in here. Yeah, I can feel either rose or geranium, one of them, because whoa, it's got a mint. Okay, it's a huge mint in here as well. Ooh, very nice. Quite complex, isn't it, for such a understated, under radar fragrance. I've never seen anybody talk about this. Wow, very impressive. So far so good for first impression. Beautiful, very good for this time of year, for heat. It's very aquatic, it's uplifting, it's fresh, it's inviting, it's very easygoing. So it opened up with big bergamot and grapefruit, and a big note or big accord of sea note or seaweed or aquaticness, salty, and it's got a big middle floral like a rose or geranium, and also it's got a little of spicy underline, tiny bit, not much right now, but I'll let you know in the next video the development, the longevity, things like that. Opened up, beautiful. I love it. I'm a big fan of Nautica Voyage anyway, but this one is quite similar to that one and I'm loving it. Yeah, so far so good. And you can smell something in the woody in the background, and it's got some green aspect to it, which I think is like a vetiver or some herbal aspect, but I can smell something in the background, and it's musky as well and woody. Ooh, big cedar. The cedar is coming out. Okay, the cedar is quite big as well, so quite complex for such a understated under radar fragrance. Okay guys, thank you very much for joining me. As always, if you find my videos useful, informative, if you find them entertaining in any way or shape, please help me with give me a thumbs up, subscribe, share this video with others. This way you help me to expand my channel. I'll be grateful. And also hit that bell button for future uploads. If you know any of this, if you know any other fragrances which are good for this time of year, for heat, they last good time and they are worth the money, and you think the other people should know about it, put them in the comment as well. That would be very nice of you. Thank you very much, and I see you later, guys. Bye bye bye.